Hello, how we doing today? I just wanted to give everybody an overview of kind of, the process and where we're at, how our commissary looks, and what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks is kind of just walking you guys through really the whole process, show you how to make a little bit of ice cream, and how that whole thing takes place. So this is the CB 350, and it's capable of doing about 7 gallons of ice cream per hour. And this is the final. Once all of the ingredients are mixed, this is where we go to the CB 350. When it comes out of the CB 350, we put it here on this. This is our prep table, and that's where it's all packaged and everything. You can see there's actually some cones, some cups and stuff sitting right there, and some of our labeling stuff we have over here. Sugar, we just put it on this shelf just for temporary storage, and some of the items that's used as far as for the mixing process. As we come around, this is kind of just our drain sinks here. This is our drain rack, and it drains down into our three-bay sink here. So you got wash, sanitize, and rinse sink here. And then over here is just a deep sink that we use. We also use that for cleaning. Some more supplies and stuff that we use as far as the mixing. But basically, once it comes out in this package, then it goes into this, and this is just a chest freezer, but it's also our hardening cabinet. And then we also have a refrigerator in here, and in that refrigerator is our milk, cream, sugar, and this is it. This is pretty much the whole setup here. Anyway, that's it for right now. The thing that we use is corn syrup, but I don't want you to get this confused with high fructose corn syrup. The biggest difference between corn syrup, well, really the difference between corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup is that corn syrup is actually maltose, which is really more sucrose than anything. Just to simplify it. But in order to make high fructose corn syrup, what you have to do is add enzymes to corn syrup, and then it breaks off that fructose molecules, and you can break off as many in a high percentage as you want. And that's really where a lot of your controversy comes from, because if your concentration is high, like say 90-1 or 9-1, basically what that means is for every one sucrose molecule, you have 9 fructose molecules, and that's really where a lot of your controversy comes from. However, think about this: fruit is a high source of fructose. So when you're starting to talk about sugar, at the end of the day, they pretty much all the same. I always said that ice cream is a treat. I might have indulged a little too much in ice cream, but ice cream is a treat. So if you're looking at ice cream for nutritional value, you are definitely looking at the wrong thing. The second thing that we use is agave, and agave is made from a plant, and it's actually, there's a lot of fructose in it. Fructose comes from fruit. Hence the word fructose. And so we use agave, but think of agave like this: on your glycemic index, sugar would be around 90 on that index. Agave would be around 20. So when you eat agave, you don't get the spike that you would get from a sugar product. Also, this is another natural sweetener that we use is honey, and With honey, you get a lot of other benefits. It's actually good for allergies and stuff like that. And then the last sweetener that we use is sugar. And sugar, go to word sugar, is one of our main sweeteners. But what we try to do is we keep it simple. You know, milk, cream, sugar. We also use corn syrup to, you know, to kind of smooth out and make it a little bit creamier. The next thing that we use is we do use a stable. However, what we try to do here is that we only put in what is needed to make ice cream, good ice cream. Ice cream is fresh, and we don't add a lot of additives to the ice cream. We do use stabilizers, and the reason why we use stabilizers is, one, you really can't store ice cream for more than maybe a day without you're going to start growing crystals. And what stabilizers do, one stabilizer that we use is guargum beans. And what the guargum beans does is it takes one water molecule and one fat molecule, and it basically holds them together. And that's what an emulsifier does. And so you have to put that in, or what will happen is when you mix them together, they'll want to separate off into their own corner, and that the water and everything will separate from them. So if you ever see somebody make, you know, like your mom made fresh ice cream, well, if you looked at the bottom of that bowl, you always saw a water ring. And what that water ring is the fat and the water separating from themselves. And, you know, it's good fresh, but not good to store. So we use two. One is, no, we use a few. One is pectin. Pectin, you've seen pectin. Your mom used pectin to make strawberry preserves and stuff like that. The second one that we use is we use guargum beans in very small amounts. When I say small amounts, I mean 1/100th per batch of ice cream. But guargum bean has always been used in the Middle East for the same purpose, is as a thickener. The other thickener that we use, or stabilizer that we use, is carrageenan. There's been a lot of stuff in the news about carrageenan, but carrageenan is a seaweed that's harvested off the coast of Ireland. The Irish have been using carrageenan for centuries. And if you want any more information on carrageenan, I can get it. But if you go straight to the USDA website, or you go to your the FDIC, you can look up as much information as you want on carrageenan. But it's a very safe product. Everything that we use is a very safe product. So those are the sweeteners that we use. What we're going to be doing, we're doing a series of these videos. I'm just kind of giving you a basis of, you know, what goes into the ice cream. But we're going to later on get into mixing. So we're going to mix up some, we're going to probably do a vanilla or something in the beginning. So we're going to mix up a vanilla. We're going to probably show you how we do the extrusions of blueberry and all of that real fun stuff. The only disclaimer that I have is, if we make a fun flavor like cookies and cream, well, our cookies and cream, milk, cream, sugar, and Oreo cookies. There you have it. Now, that being said, you know, we make it as simple as possible. However, ice cream, at the end of the day, is a treat. It's a dessert. And while I'm at it, let me explain. Ice cream, too, there's a definition for ice cream. In other words, to have ice cream, you have to have at least 10% butterfat. If it's not 10%, you don't have ice cream. So when people eat things like Dairy Queen makes an excellent soft serve, but it's not ice cream. It's actually considered a frozen dessert. Why? Because it's about 5% butterfat. And matter of fact, one of the companies that we source some of our milk from, Prairie Farms, is the exclusive distributor for them. So they make a special blend for Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen does make a good product, but when you're talking soft serve and you're talking traditional ice cream, you are talking about two totally different things. But that's all we're going to do for this week. Well, we're going to probably do a little bit with the trailer later on this week. We're going to be setting up in New Albany on Friday, and we'll probably be setting up out here Sunday afternoon from probably about 1 to 6. So we'll keep you guys advised. If you like the video, like the video and press subscribe, and that will do it for today.